Ladies and gentlemen, introducing you to the two fighters. We fight 4 by 3 minute rounds. Introducing to you first, standing across in the red corner, wearing the famous yellow, black and gold from the Hawks Boxing Gym. He weighed in at 70.8 kilos. Trained by the legend Dennis Clancy out of the Hawks Boxing Club. Please welcome Aaron Stahl. And his opponent standing across in the blue corner. He tipped the scale 70.7 kilos. From the Deception Bay Boxing Gym where he's trained by Damien Smith, he wears the white, red and black trunks. Please welcome James Langridge. Referee, third man in the middle, Mr. Tony Catterwell.
Well, here we go. Aaron Stahl up against James Langridge. Aaron Stahl out of Hawks Boxing, trained by Dennis Clancy on his pro debut tonight. And he looks primed for this one, Aaron Stahl. He is ready and raring to go. Langridge looking for his first professional victory. 0-12 with the one draw out of Deception Bay Boxing, trained by Damien Smith. Round one underway for 3-minute rounds. Drury Forbes in the commentary box alongside Adam Lovelock. We're underway here. It's Stahl in the Hawks orange and black trunks and Langridge in the white with red trimmings. And Langridge, interesting fighter, Adam Lovelock. He's probably more of a points fighter than that knockout blow kind of fighter, isn't he?
Yeah, I'd definitely say so. I've commentated a lot of James's fights, and to see his record that he's yet to get a win, I don't think gives an account of the fighter that he is by any means. Especially recently he's changed camps to train out at D-Bay with Damien Smith now. I know that he's got a very professional-based training style where he's going to get him to really sit on his shots and try and bring that power out in James Langridge. But a very experienced, established fighter, and I don't know, will it be too much for someone on debut as Aaron Stahl, as he's got that 12-bout professional experience coming into this one.
He's certainly got the experience as James Langridge. As we said, looking for his first professional victory tonight, as are both fighters with Stahl on debut out of Hawks Boxing. Nice right there from Langridge. Just steps back after Stahl counters. Aaron Stahl there looking for the right, just missing. And both boxers just looking to suss each other out here as Stahl comes in with a nice combination.
Yeah, it was a nice little right hand over the top there by Stahl, and although being on debut, he comes from a very strong camp over there at Hawks Boxing. You can see he's got former world title challenger Mark Bam Bam Flanagan in the corner with him over there as well. So I don't think he's going to be underdone coming into this fight by any means. It's just whether he'll have that ring experience to match it in here with James Langridge. But he's looking good at the moment, looking nice and relaxed, nice and composed.
So early exchanges here in the first round. 4 of 3-minute rounds, and Stahl just getting through the gates there on Langridge. Referee separates them, they're back underway again, and Stahl again. Nice response there from Langridge, but Stahl again on point. Left hook from Langridge doesn't land. So final moments here in the first of 4 rounds between Langridge and Stahl. And that'll conclude the first round. And what do you make of Aaron Stahl in particular on debut, Adam, as we get you to assess the first round?
Yeah, I like what he done in the first round there, Drew. He looked, I think he's still kind of just gathering himself in there. You can see he's walking forward, he's throwing punches in combinations, which is good, where you can see there's the kind of the third and fourth punches which are landing, as you can see in the replay right there. But I think coming into round 2 now, after getting that first round out of the way, we'll get a much better account to him, where with James Langridge, he's tending to mix it a little bit too much for my liking. He's got that great big tall reach on him as well, but he's tending to walk in and wanting to exchange. If I was James Langridge, I'd be saying, listen, stand back, get on your back foot that little bit, use your range, and keep Stahl at distance.
Well, Stahl, the first one to get up here to start the second round. Special comments there from Adam Lovelock, over 100 fights and former Queensland Cruiserweight champion. And still to this day, Adam, we don't want to embarrass you, but one of the most adored men in Queensland boxing, I think it's fair to say. What do you reckon?
Oh, mate, I'll blush while I take that one on the chin there.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it, AL.
Pretty much, I live that boxing life now. I'm always doing something week in, week out to do with Australian boxing, and wouldn't have it any other way.
Here's Stahl coming in aggressively. Langridge responding, but he's not really keeping Stahl away with that reach, is he?
He's not, no. He's got that. He's tending to get in there and exchange, but as we said earlier, he doesn't tend to have that power to kind of keep him off. So I think he needs to be kind of scoring and winning this on the back foot at distance rather than getting exchanging with a much stronger opponent, which is Aaron Stahl walking him down, walking forward, and landing those more telling blows.
He's certainly been the aggressor early on here, Aaron Stahl, I think it's fair to say. From Hawks Boxing, nice little body shot there from him with the right as he ducked and unleashes the left now. Aaron Stahl taking it up to James Langridge here in the second round. Now he's got Langridge on the ropes.
Great work rate here by Stahl. I think that's what's winning these rounds. You can see it's not the first punches that are landing. He's got that high work rate where he's throwing punches in almost 5-6 punch combinations, and it's the last ones that are landing, and he's just not stopping. Throwing them from all angles, that right hook, left uppercut getting through right there. That almost unorthodox type of punching. He doesn't have that orthodox technical boxing skill right there, but he's just throwing that relentless combination type of high output style where it's being successful here. It's working.
Fight starting to open up now. Plenty of velocity in those punches by Aaron Stahl too. Just connecting with a little bit more frequency than James Langridge at the moment. Stahl shorter of the two opponents though. Not phasing him at the moment. Langridge missing. Nice little left there from Langridge as Stahl comes in. But Stahl's got Langridge back on the ropes again. Referee steps in, final moments of the second.
A few good little moments here by James Langridge. He's landed a couple of shots himself there from being out at just that little bit further than mid-range. He had a few good little moments, but was it enough to take the whole round? I'm not sure.
That concludes the second. We're halfway through this one as we have a look at the second round highlights. Aaron Stahl in the orange trunks, Langridge in the white with red trimmings.
You can see there, that's where James Langridge had some success there, sitting on the back foot and landing a combination of his own. But then we go back to the replay now where we're seeing Stahl walk forward, landing that combinations around the defense of Langridge there, scoring, getting the better of the exchange.
Big shout out to our friends at Action Metal Recyclers, Ronnie Wanless and the team there at Action Metal Recyclers, and of course, Wanless Waste Management. As we get set for the third round here, live and exclusive to Epicenter TV, Ring Rivals Fight Night before dark. It's the debutant Aaron Stahl up against James Langridge in his 14th professional bout. Drury Forbes and Adam Lovelock in commentary. We just heard from Adam. He's got Aaron Stahl slightly ahead at this stage.
Yeah, I think so, Drury. I think he's doing just enough to steal these rounds. They are competitive, but yes, he's just getting the better of most exchanges on the inside. I'd have him up 2-0 at this stage.
Plenty of boxing to come, however. Critical third round here. And Langridge looking for his first professional win here tonight.
Almost a little cheeky little left low blow there by Stahl. Getting up, he took a step back to give James Langridge the chance to recover, but James Langridge jumped straight on him and started fighting back. Most of this bout being fought right in the pocket there, right on top of each other, on top of us in the commentary box right now, Drury.
Oh, you'll have to duck and weave as the sweat falls off, Adam. Fortunately, no claret to evade. As Stahl now and Langridge, they just separate there, creating a bit of space, and encouraging here from Langridge in the third round, although Stahl now really getting the left and right working. And a nice right there connecting with Langridge by Stahl. Just looking a little more sturdy on his feet, Aaron Stahl, than Langridge. It's always quite telling, isn't it, Adam? Who's got the more steadier of the feet? Who's got the better footwork? Yeah,
absolutely. You can see that holding that center of balance there makes you stronger. And if you're off balance, when you get hit with these big shots, you can tend to get rocked and go down. So we can see at the moment, you can see Aaron Stahl's really holding that, his body weight's nice and low, landing the power shots. He's even getting to loop them around where James is almost throwing them with all of his arms. What I'd like to see James Langridge do more now is almost just keep that guard nice and tight, throw those shots nice and little, straight line, route through the middle of those looping shots, and I think we'd see him have some more success. Almost like he did just there. He wore a nice little right hand, straight down the middle, landed on Aaron Stahl, but now he's back to sitting on the pocket, just taking the shots on his gloves, as we've seen most of the fight.
Stahl had Langridge on the ropes then, and Langridge with a nice little left. And final moments there as the third round concludes. And Aaron Stahl there showing his first signs of fatigue tonight. A well-earned break for him as both boxers go to their corners. Let's have a look at the third round highlights.
We see there, as we look at the action replay right now, very much similar to how the majority of the bout's been. As we look right now, we see Aaron Stahl over there looking quite fatigued. This would be James Langridge's chance, in my opinion, having 12 professional fights. He's got the experience on his side now, where Aaron Stahl over there is quite gassed. He can finish strong.
As we mentioned, a big shout out to our friends at Action Metal Recyclers and Wanless Waste Management. The great Ronnie Wanless, if you're watching, Ron, shout out to you, mate. Ron Wanless and the crew at Wanless Waste Management and Action Metal Recyclers. Here we go, round 4. Who you got ahead at this point, Adam?
I'd say you couldn't go against Aaron Stahl. I'd say at the moment, the way James Langridge, he can only win by knockout. If it's going to, but looking to start that one off, the start of this, much as the first 3 rounds have been with Stahl.
A nice start to the fourth by Stahl. It's all ahead of James Langridge here. As we mentioned, looking for his first professional win. Stahl the aggressor here early in the fourth. Langridge, oh, huge right by Stahl as he moves in. Follows up with a couple little left uppercuts. So Stahl really making his move now. He's got Langridge on the back foot. Langridge just moving in with the jab there. So Stahl now, he's got Langridge in the corner again, working to the body, then up top. Langridge looking a little bit rocked, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, I think a little bit rocked, a bit of fatigue coming into it as well right now. Oh, nice little counter left hook right there from Langridge there.
Indeed it is, and we can't count him out. He's got experience on his side, James Langridge, that's for sure. One thing working for him in this fourth and final round. Big miss there on the uppercut by Aaron Stahl. Oh, gee, sitting duck there for a moment. Langridge couldn't capitalise. Nice left jab by Langridge. So a little bit of fatigue starting to set in for Aaron Stahl in his first professional bout, but once again comes in and makes an aggressive move.
These are the type of bouts, Drury, where I think James Langridge could win if he came to the fight super fit. He's got the experience there. You can see we've got a debutant who's starting to tire now, starting to gas out in these later rounds. But you can see Langridge has almost fought the same fight as Aaron Stahl has made him fight, and now has fatigued himself. If he comes to these short 4-round bouts super fit, this is where he could pick it up, have that real high work rate, and almost come home and win these bouts.
Well, you're absolutely right. You can see Aaron Stahl, as polished as he's been this fight, he is starting to tire. His legs aren't as strong as they have been throughout the fight. Here's Langridge now. He's now or never for Langridge. Oh, good shot to finish by James Langridge. It was his cleanest shot of the night. And that concludes this bout here as part of Ring Rivals Before Dark, put on by the DiCarlo family and Angelo DiCarlo, and it's all happening here at Eaton's Hill Hotel. We've seen some wonderful fights to start proceedings here as we have a look at the highlights of the 4th round here. Aaron Stahl and James Langridge. It's going to the judges, but what did you make of the 4th round in particular, Adam?
Yeah, I think the 4th round was very much similar to the first 3, Drury. I think it was almost like it was fought in a phone booth. Both boys really sitting on each other's chest, and just Aaron Stahl having the higher work rate, getting the better of most exchanges.
Who wins and why?
I would say work rate would win this one, and I'd say it's going to be probably a unanimous decision to Aaron Stahl over in the red corner.
Well, there it is, folks. We finally got it out of him. You got to press him a little bit sometimes, but Adam the Wizard Lovelock has predicted Aaron Stahl unanimous decision. Only time will tell. Once again, our judges tonight: Alan Buforno, Rodney Marsh, Roy Saunders, and Philip Holliday. Very shortly, we will have our decision. Of course, Aaron Stahl and James Langridge both looking for their first professional victories. Stahl on debut tonight. Plenty more to look forward to this afternoon, including the Queensland light heavyweight title bout. But for now, it's Langridge versus Stahl, and our official decision. Here's James O'Shea.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we get our 2 fighters to centre ring. Put your hands together for our 2 fighters. Again, another great contest on our card here. We go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Rodney Marsh scored the bout 40-36. Judge Alan Burford scored the bout 40-36. And Judge Philip Holliday scored the bout 40-36. We have a unanimous decision, and it goes to the red corner, Aaron Stahl.
Aaron Stahl, congratulations on debut, 1 from 1. And Confucius over here, Adam Lovelock, well, he picked it. And congratulations to both fighters. Isn't that lovely, the sportsmanship there? Langridge, gallant in defeat as always. And congratulations to Aaron Stahl. He'd be absolutely delighted. I mean, he came into the ring like an Energizer bunny to start off. We've got a little tired towards the end, but certainly was the aggressor in this fight.